Welcome back to the Andrea Giovino Show. Today we have music, all about music, with the beautiful, gorgeous Anabel
Hello.
and Toby. And Anabel, I'm thrilled to have you on. And can you tell the audience a little bit about, I know you're from Spain.
Yes.
So tell us everything coming to this country and what you're doing.
So, yeah, I was born and raised in Barcelona, in Spain. I just came here like 1 year ago.
Wow.
Well, I've been coming back and forth for longer, but it's been an experience. It's still crazy, but I'm so happy to be here. I'm grateful because there's a lot of chances and opportunities in New York, in America in general. And there's a lot of differences from Europe, I'm sure you know.
Oh, I'm sure.
But, you just got to wake up every day and decide to deal with them.
Yes, it's probably cultural changes.
Yes.
How do you feel like you're fitting in with the music world? 'Cause
It's
it's
hard.
a tough business.
It is. And it's kind of easier for me because I wasn't trying in Europe. So everything is new for me. So I just look at it this way. It's just new, just learn from it and get comfortable with certain situations that you gotta live with when it comes to this industry, right? But like you said, with the culture, it's hard because it's like now I gotta fight with the person I am, not only the artist.
Okay.
So tough industry, talented artist in front of me, beautiful voice.
Thank you so much.
So I know, based on our previous conversation, you are navigating through the waters of a dirty industry that I'm sure you love.
Yes.
People love it because it's entertainment.
And she's a female, so she's at a disadvantage in an industry that's mostly male dominated.
Okay.
That part.
She's going, yes. So,
true.
it's a tough industry, but, I like it when we see real talent in front of us and people that are capable of making, them moves and like you're coming from one country to another and you're basically uprooting and you're coming to the great United States of America to try to become a superstar and you're taking those stepping stones on that path. And tell us what that's like.
So, like I said, back home, everybody thinks I'm crazy. Everybody thinks, you gotta understand, everybody around me was like going to college, works in offices, works like, when I said I wanna be a singer, my mom was like, oh my God, like, how are we gonna do that? I don't know where to start, like, because we don't know this industry. I was not close to anybody in there. So someone just happened to appear in my life from New York, and he told me, I can make you a superstar, but you just gotta come to New York. I just trusted them, and that's what we were talking about. My problem is I just trust people.
So so you come over. Who is he? Does he have a label? Does he?
No.
What did he have? What did he offer?
He offered music, recording studios, a lot of people, the streets. He never talked about a label. He said, you're a superstar. I just want the people to know, to see you. So that's what we were trying to do for years. But like from the streets to the label.
To the label is hard.
It's hard.
To get someone to sign you.
It took me 6 years.
Right.
And
Are you with someone now?
no, I'm
Okay.
not.
Okay.
I'm not.
But correct me if I'm wrong. You were with someone, but now you're independent.
I am, finally.
Okay.
In that 6 years, did they do anything for you?
As I said, I trust everybody, so I just expected them to do what they said they were gonna do.
But
I gave them a year and I wasn't seeing anything.
wow.
So I just realized I could be doing more by myself. Maybe I'm wrong, But like I said, you gotta wake up every day and make choices. One day I woke up and I decided to try by myself again. Now that I know better, like I said, it was not it was a beautiful mistake. It's been a lesson.
We learn from our mistakes. We grow from our mistakes. We learn from our
Correct.
failures. And then you know not to make those mistakes or those failures again. So it makes you into a more business mindset person going in open-eyed.
that. I'm more careful
Right.
and I'm more aware of
Aware.
things.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm more prepared,
Yeah.
like for things and people to come to me. Like
Okay.
now I can sit on the table, listen to you, and know if I want it or not. I know most of the times they make us feel like we need something from them, and you actually don't.
No, you
They
shouldn't have
just-
to feel like that.
Exactly.
You shouldn't have to feel like that. You're the artist. You're the talent. And the talent is supposed to be treated like talent in the real world of music. What are you doing? Have you made any songs recently? New stuff? Can you talk about that? And,
Yes. So I just have a new team, like a project manager.
Okay.
So I'm finally doing the type of music I want to do,
Which is?
which is R&B but with a sexy drill touch.
Could you give us a little snippet? Sing a little bit?
My allergies are so bad, but I
A
will.
little bit?
Okay. So actually, you know what? I seen you have a studio next door, so let me do a performance there
Yeah.
with my new single.
You can do that.
It's not out yet, so
Okay.
I'll give you the exclusive. You know.
Nice. Okay, we'll
Let's
tell
do
them
that.
what. That would be great.
But yeah, so I think it's as an artist.
When is your single coming out?
I don't have a date.
You don't have a date yet.
But,
Oh, so we
I know
gotta
it's
talk to
gonna
Ahmad.
be-
Maybe we could do a party here for you
Oh yeah.
over at the studio.
It's definitely before the summer.
Oh, good. Because
So,
that's a good time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, summer you have to be outside and you have to have a song to promote
oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
go
yeah,
to
yeah,
the
yeah.
clubs
And that's a
you're okay.
perfect spot to do it. Okay.
I seen it. I love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm happy
That's
because
why I wanted you to come in. Remember I said I want you to really
sorry
come.
last time.
No, it wasn't your fault. That was not your fault. Don't worry about that.
So far, I mean, you have a bunch of tracks that you've done. What would you say is your most fire track right now? I mean, this track, this was a hot song. So, was that one of your stronger ones, or do you got other stuff out there that's better than that?
I mean, let's say that was the first song that someone made for me, wrote for me. So I was with the label when I dropped this song. So I like the song, I love the song, but it was not me.
It's not
Okay.
you.
So as an artist, you know, you gotta represent the song. You gotta show people why
Especially
they gotta listen to the
when
song.
you're talking about when you're doing live performances. You need to feel it.
So not even performances, but interviews.
Right.
When they ask you about a song and you don't have feelings for the song,
It's not
It's
going
hard
come
to talk
across.
about it,
Right.
you know?
You have to have passion the way you have the
right?
passion of
If you
singing
ask me
it.
about any of my songs that I wrote, I can tell you the whole story, how I was feeling, how I feel now, how I want people to feel,
Mm-hmm.
you know? But like, I love the song. It's a good song. It was
Yeah.
on the radio. Everybody loved the song, and as I said, I'm grateful. I'm not mad at nobody that tried to sell me a dream because I realized in America people are so hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they do anything to get what they want.
100%.
You know, so I'm still getting used to that.
Okay.
But I don't be mad at people.
No.
It's the industry, though, too. I mean, listen, you're in a tough industry. I told you I was in the industry myself a number of years back, and you're swimming in the sharks, you're swimming in muddy water whenever you're dealing in the entertainment industry as a
Yeah.
whole, whether it be music or film or whatever. You know, you got a lot of shady people, a lot of people trying to make it, even the ones that aren't the artist. It could be the radio DJs, it could be the producers. You know, they're all trying
You know,
to make a
what
name.
you're saying is crazy because I've never felt betrayed by an artist. I felt betrayed by A&Rs, producers, engineers, everybody, but not an artist. I feel like artists sometimes we are just the face of a project, and in my case, all I want to do is music and look good sometimes, you know.
Of course,
So,
you're beautiful. You're beautiful.
Like that's all I gotta do. So I'm like, it gets so frustrating when people just want you to do more and more, and you gotta worry about things that are not really what you're interested in. I'm not here for this.
And not only that, you have to be compensated for what you're doing. Because people think, okay, she's going to get out there and she's going to sing and she's going to do this, but she needs to make a living out of it because this is her career.
And you know, the artist is always the last one to
To get paid. Exactly. Everybody else will get paid but you.
I'm paying everybody.
Wow.
I'm paying everybody, so now I'm the last one to get paid. But you know, that also feels good sometimes. Like when you're not in a bad situation economically and all this, it's like I like to work with people that I feel comfortable with, and if I can't compensate you for that because I'm happy with what you're doing for me, it doesn't feel like an effort.
Okay.
It's not even an effort. It's just like we're working together, and it will come. It will come.
It will come. Yeah.
It will come.
Yeah. You just have to really have yourself protected, like protect your inner being also with all of the outside sharks.
I think if you don't sell out, like for me, I had offers when I was doing it that it wasn't about the money, it wasn't about the extra exposure. I just didn't want to sell out, so I passed up on opportunities, and eventually I got added to the music industry. But I had opportunities to have my music placed on different spots, but for me, it wasn't for me, and it wasn't about the fame or the money. It was about a choice that I had to make, and I made the choice that I made, and I guess I'm content with it.
I mean, I respect that. I know a lot of people in this industry that are here only for the things you
Fame and money.
didn't want.
Yeah, that's what they want.
I don't want to say I don't want those things, but I prioritize being happy.
Yeah.
I don't want to wake up one day.
But you also
mad
love to
rich.
sing. You love to sing.
Yes, but if it gets to a point where like singing doesn't make me happy because of what it comes with,
Yeah.
sometimes you just gotta.
Yeah.
I'm more like, it doesn't matter what you do. You can be a singer, you can be
Right.
anything. I think you gotta do things because they make you happy.
So I prioritize this. This is why there's no compromise. So that's why I say with certain things, it's certain things are not worth the money or the fame. But if you could do positive things with the money and the fame, that's a whole nother story. You're a talented young lady. And I know you got your stylist here to make you, more beautiful. You brought
Shout out
her
to
in because I was
Kylie.
wondering why I couldn't get her in right away. What is it? My stylist
I like
is
not
coming.
my
Wow.
stylist. Yeah.
We got a stylist
Very
here.
beautiful.
As I said, like it's part of this too. Like feel like more than the artist side of me, the influencer is like I want to look the way I want to look because I want people to feel the way I feel. Because I feel
Exactly.
great when I look like this.
You
know?
do. Yes.
So I want you to feel that.
And you're very beautiful.
Thank you
You
so
are
much.
very beautiful. You're very talented. You're very confident, and that comes across. And then you have a beautiful voice.
Thank you. I'm grateful to be able to live in New York. Not everybody can do this.
No, not everybody can
Not
do
everybody.
this, and not, because it takes time, like I said earlier, to make money and all. So if you could come here and you have a little bit of backup,
It takes a lot of
Yes,
strength here.
yes,
Because coming here by myself,
and following your dream,
following my dream, but by myself.
right?
And
That's,
meeting
that's a big deal
It
to go
is.
to another country and start a life.
and coming here as an artist means everybody here meets you as an artist. So everybody sees you as an artist. Nobody sees the person in you.
Right.
Nobody cares about the person in you. So it just, at this point, it's getting lonely.
Do you get homesick? I was just going to say that, like,
Not homesick, but I'd rather be in my apartment
okay.
than be in the streets with people that don't care about
About
me
me.
and they just care about what I have to offer.
Yeah.
Well, you found here, the people here that work here, we're good people. We're all Christian people. Ahmad is one of the best people I know. I know
appreciate that.
Ahmad many, many years, and
too.
he's one of the
My
best.
style is like me too.
Him too.
No, don't get it wrong. I'm not
No.
saying
Even
everybody's
the
like
even the
this.
guys that just left before.
We're all good
guys.
people.
So
yeah.
we've
Everybody
been
takes
blessed.
care of one another.
We've
Everybody
been blessed
does
to be
for one
around
another.
good people, and sometimes when you surround yourself with good people, you continuously meet more good
More
people.
good people and good things will
That's a
come
good
from
guy
it.
over there.
Yeah, and that guy knows everybody in the industry. He's
But you
been doing
see,
this for
but
years.
I guess it takes time.
Yeah.
You've been here probably all your life.
Yes.
I just got here, so I got the chance to meet the people I got the chance to meet.
Right. You're only
And
here a year.
Living
she's
a
been in
year.
and out.
I've been in and out like for
Yeah,
6
in
years.
and out, but only living here, Toby.
Yeah. Like this year is
She
the-
really
yeah.
knocked down.
Yeah,
Right.
that's when you really feel the damn. I gotta
Do
adapt.
something.
I gotta change. I gotta be aware. I gotta be careful.
So how many music videos have you done so far?
I would say like 10, but I don't have all of them out.
And
I'm very like, I might do a whole project, and then when I have it in front of my face, I'm like, it's not good enough. Let's move to the new
Oh,
song.
so you're really perfectionist. That's good.
I am.
That's great.
And you got a decent amount of exposure. I mean, you got about 40K on your Instagram, so that's growing.
bad.
And then
Yeah.
it's not bad. It's
Did you
growing,
build that
and
from
then-
here or from Spain?
From here.
From here.
Definitely here.
And
Okay.
then also on your it looks like you got some plays out there as well. You're getting a decent amount of play, so like it looks like there's some traction going
Yeah,
on.
like I said, the label helped me a lot.
Okay.
So I'm not mad at nobody.
Okay,
I'm
so it did
grateful.
help you. Okay.
It did help me. And they taught me a lot of things, you know. Sometimes people come to your life just as lessons, not to stay
Right.
forever.
Exactly.
I took what I took from them. They took what they took from me.
Right.
And now we all good, you know.
Everybody's good. You don't
Yeah.
have to have any, bad feelings or
You don't have to
anything like-
force relationships or business.
Okay, good. Good. I'm happy. Is there anything you want to ask her, Toby?
Yeah, performances. So it looks like you've done some different stuff and walked in different places. I'd like to know a little bit about that. Like, what excites you? Like something gets you going that, you come here, you get dressed up, you're in the United States of America, you're doing your thing with singing, you're real good at it. What excites Anabel? When, was there a certain stage where you performed at? Was it something that really like...
So I haven't performed a lot because I came here with a student visa because I'm going to school.
Oh, that's good, Annabelle. You're still
Yeah.
going to school. Which
Yeah,
is
you know,
have a-
my English, I sing in English most of the times.
Okay.
And on my interviews, I live in America now.
Okay.
So my English has to be
Be
better.
good.
Yeah, so I don't do big performances. Like I said, I'm not getting paid to do none of this. You know, I'm just doing what I want to do. This is like my hobby right now.
Okay.
Actually, it doesn't look like, but it is. But I'm trying to make it my life.
Okay.
So performance-wise, I still get a little nervous. You know what it is? Like when people don't know you, you get scared because it's like, okay, that might be the first time all these people see me. So it got to be good enough for them to stay. You know, they got to
back.
follow me.
Right.
They got to come back to my next performance. They have to, I don't know, do like what a fan does, you know? So the beginning is like, it stresses me out.
But like lots of big celebrities, sometimes they get stressed out when they got to even do an interview, just like we're doing now. You get certain celebrities. When you were on The View, who was it that was in there that was panicking and sweating? Was it John Goodman?
John Goodman. He's an A-list actor. He's an A-list actor, and I was going on The View. So I do a lot of crime documentaries, and yeah, he's very like a lot of actors. You know, they're great at their job and when they're filming, but like behind the scenes, as they say, De Niro's like that too. A lot of actors, they get stressed right away if you're putting them in a live audience or, performers, fighters get
that
like
go
that.
into a cage, they got a whole crowd in front of
Yeah.
them. Sometimes the nerves get the best of them and they don't always end up performing as well. Gradually,
A lot
I
of
think
people
starts
get
to
like that. It's an
disappear.
anxiety. It's an anxiety.
Over time.
Everybody gets a little bit of an
I
anxiety.
mean, I have a different anxiety. Like, I think it's not on stage, it's in real life.
Yeah.
When I'm in at events and things like that, what gives me anxiety is to have to talk to everybody and introduce
Well, that's
myself
it.
to everybody.
That's an anxiety.
So on stage,
yes.
I'm comfortable.
Right.
I can be nervous because I don't know if you're going to like what I'm doing, but I know what I have to do.
Right.
In real life, you can't rehearse, you can't,
Right.
you have to be you.
Yeah, so people get like that. I think I've gotten like that also. I
So
mean,
have
I think
I just
everybody,
keep talking about myself.
yeah, everybody goes through some type of anxiety, to go out like you said, even an actor, they're reading their script, they know their lines,
Right.
but when you're going in a live audience, you don't know what you're going to be asked, you don't know what questions you're going to be asked, and it's difficult. It's
And
difficult
especially
for them.
actors is like, when they're doing their job, they're not being themselves.
Right, exactly.
So sometimes
they're
the
in
fear is
character.
being you.
They're in character, and it's very hard for them. And I think the most talented actors, like these A-list actors, it's probably harder for them because the audience is expecting them to be on.
I always wanted to try to be an actress, but I'm like, let
So
me
why
figure out the
not?
music part
Well,
first.
we know enough people that do that also. We have a lot of people that do, we've had a lot of people on this show, and Maud and I have a lot of good friends that make films and do films, and,
That's great.
we have all of that, like good films, like we have Steve, that's got his hit show on Netflix now, and we got Kevin
Yep.
into Donato. He's got 6 movies.
So let's start.
Yeah, on Amazon Prime. We have a lot of that. So yeah, I'm sure we can help you with something.
I mean, you know, I came here with a plan, but this city opened my mind. So I'm like, now I want to, I don't even.
You want to make the best of it. You want to get the
Yes.
best of it. You want to grab the best of it. You want to scratch the.
And I don't
you
want to
cer-
close doors
No.
that I didn't even try to open.
Right.
You know? I want to open every door, see what is inside.
Uh-huh.
Do I want it? No, bye. I
Exactly.
Want, let's try.
Right, right. And that's a good attitude to have.
You know, I
It's-
wanted to be a doctor
Wow.
before being a singer. So that step for me was like, I could be anything. Because I
Right.
could have been a doctor.
Right.
You know, I did 1 year. I could have been a doctor. I just woke up one day,
Yeah.
like I said, and I said, I want to be a singer.
Okay, that's good. You try it, you go for it, and you do it. It's funny because my daughter is, she is 34 now, and she told me at 19 she wanted to be a model. And I said, okay. She became a model because I know enough people in the industry. Actually, that's how I know Ahmad many years ago. And I made some calls, and I got her here in New York Fashion Week, and she walked for some of the biggest designers. She walked in LA Fashion Week, and all over the world they wanted her.
Wow.
She did this. Then she said, I want to be on TV. I got her on a TV show, got her on the show Mob Wives. And then she had it, and then she was done. She's a stay-at-home mom with 3 little kids and loves
Wow.
being a stay-at-home mom. But it was an experience for her. She did that. She experienced it. She's glad she did it. You know, it took her away from home a little bit. She was living out in LA.
Oh, wow.
And but she experienced it, and it was a good experience.
Now, if I ask her for help, I'll get kicked and thrown down the stairs.
Not true.
That's just, you know.
It's not true. I usually reach out to people I know and say, hey, you know what, and that's what life's about. You know, it's a give and take. You help me out with this. You know, I think this person is talented. But Ahmad knows everybody also. You know, a lot of people come in here. A lot of people come on this podcast. They go across the street. Big musicians, like A-list music people. Walk in and out across the street. So if anybody knows, it's him.
You know, my stepdad used to tell me, it doesn't matter what you want to do in life, just try to be the best.
Yeah, at what you're
You know?
going to do.
And if today you choose to be one thing and tomorrow you want to be a different thing, go ahead. Just make sure everything you do is giving you the power to actually do whatever you want. Like, you could be anything.
Exactly.
You know?
And this is the land of opportunity, this country. This country
Right.
is got so much
That's
opportunity.
why I love it here.
Yeah, there's so much opportunity.
It gives me the strength and the power to be who I want to be. And there's a lot of people that hate, but there's also a lot of people that support,
Yes.
help.
Good people.
Good
And you have
people.
to start learning to pull that energy in. Well, what would you like to tell the audience about where they can look for you,
Okay.
what your Instagrams are? Give them all the information.
So my name is Anabel Itoha. You can find me by this name on Instagram, YouTube, and social media. It goes by Anabelitoha. That's why I go to school.
Okay, you're doing great. You're doing
right?
great.
But yeah, thank you so much for having me
Of
here.
course. We love having you on. Thank you.
I
It's
want to
been-
work with y'all. I love the energy.
That's so nice. Great.
I love
great.
the energy.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Tune in next time. Subscribe, and wait till we see when we get Annabelle's video out.
Don't forget
Thank
to hit
you.
that subscribe button. Hit that button.
Thank you.
God bless.
God bless.